Hello, hello, can you hear me?
Oh, look at that. And the mic's working perfectly already, Vadim. There we go. It's a good
That's
day.
way to go. Right, right. I changed my headset. Actually, it's an old one and it was like collecting dust for a little while. So I decided to clean the dust and use this headset because it really works nice. So yeah, I'm glad that you
I
can
love
hear
it.
me all right.
I love it. Yeah, you sound beautiful, man. Okay, so Vadim, a lot, a lot that you got to talk about today. All good
Uh,
stuff, exciting stuff. But let's just dive into it, man. The results of our pretest and the plans for the future. Take it away, Vadim.
okay, okay. So yeah, we did this closed pre-test with a selected members community, and it was for us, it was a really useful test, and I really like that we saw all these positive comments about the new build, new mechanics, a new arena. So this is really great stuff to see from you guys. So this is something that we really like to see, and this is actually what team is looking forward to see. Basically, all this positive feedback, although we know internally like what kind of mistakes we did, what kind of faults we have, what things we need to fix. It's really heartwarming to see all this positive feedback we're getting from you guys. So this test was a success in terms of the data we needed to collect, and we tested some server infrastructure. So like, and just today I thought about this, and I was speaking to one of my colleagues. So essentially, what you see and what you saw in this test, we can call it like Boss Fighters 2, because it's like a completely reworked game from the ground up. We had to rework most of the mechanics. Sorry, let me take a sip. Yeah, so we basically had to rework from the ground up the whole game, all the infrastructure, all the networking, all the abilities, all the mechanics, uh, to make it squeeze it into a native application available on MetaQuest with this server infrastructure. So in that regard, all went really well. So it was working. Yes, some of the mechanics were missing. Actually, they are already fixed. Uh, yeah, it was like super successful in terms of the data we needed to collect, and this data allowed us to continue development and move towards our release goals. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this test. There'll be another test in the future, and probably that's what we're going to discuss next.
Yeah, big success. Awesome stuff, Vadim. Very well said. Um, so before we dive into dates on that too, man, maybe you can kind of, paint the picture a little bit. So I'm sure there are a bunch of people who didn't get to test the new build. They don't have access to like the feedback and everything on that, for the specific testing people, you know, how can you describe, what the game is like now, how it feels, what it looks like?
Um, well, I hope the game feels more or less the same it felt before, because we like really had to maintain the quality of the feel of the game, especially for the VR boss. And it was like a really hard challenge to maintain this because right now, like all the logic is basically offloaded. The computational work is offloaded to the server side, and the server is somewhere out there, like thousands of kilometers out, like miles out there. It has to do all the work for you, and then you get this information in your headset instantly with this instant response. So it's like a really hard technical challenge, I must say, guys. And I hope it still feels almost the same. Obviously, like, you can feel this a little bit softness in the movement, but this is by design. So these are all the variables that we can control. Obviously, there's new arena. We did some downgrades to the visuals, but these are temporary downgrades because we first wanted to ship the native Quest application. And if you're on PC, we are aiming like to the start, so you can basically crank up the graphics and still get all the like wells and whistles and like bells and whistles in the graphics on powerful PC. So we did some cutbacks, but again, we use an Unreal Engine. It's super scalable engine. We're gonna have really cool eye candy on release. And what I'm especially proud of is like the new map. It's totally new design. It opens up a lot new possibilities. And this map is actually going to be the foundation for a set of for a set of new maps coming after that. They're actually in production already, so it's not like we're going to have one map on release. We actually plan to have more maps. I'm not ready to talk about them just now, but new maps are in production. So, yeah, overall, like this build is pretty much something we envisioned from like the beginning of this development. So it works on multiple platforms. It plays really smooth. It has all the infrastructure in place that will support the thousands of players eventually, and it also has the infrastructure to support the game economy.
Yeah, it's big time. It's big time, folks. And you know what? It's just something that's it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see how far we've come, man. And we know that everyone played it. You guys loved it. We were a little nervous at first, right? Like, brand new build, putting it out there. We know that there's going to be some bugs and some stuff. It's not perfect whatsoever. And we're just like, God, we hope they love it. We hope they still love it because we're keeping the same feel and the same love for boss fighters in this build. And, just tell you guys, we didn't have any negative feedback. Like, yes, we had like improvements or bug reports or whatever, but everyone who tested it loved the game. They loved the build. And so that was just something that was, really uplifting and inspiring for us, and, gets us obviously extremely excited and even more motivated to continue to bump all this out. So PC boss mode was a success. It's gotta be, we gotta, build it up a little bit more. Obviously, there's bugs and kinks, whatever the heck, but the PC boss mode is in it. We know it's not the same as VR. It's not meant to be the same as VR. VR is always going to be the number one best experience to get with boss fighters, but it is essential, right? It is essential in order for us to not limit the amount of people that can play the game, right? So we want as many people to enjoy this experience and have one hell of a good time.
Yeah, absolutely correct. So we know about features we want to add to the PC boss mode. Right now, it's like a little bit simplified. I would put it this way, and so we want to polish this experience that it feels more like balanced as a balanced more experience, and you still can have fun with this experience, but it's still not the same as a VR. So we don't want to create like limitations, artificial limitations. We actually want to expand players' experience as in PC boss mode, but obviously, like, you're not gonna replicate what you have in VR in PC boss mode. But yeah, there are like new updates for this mode in production, and we know what we need to do there. So hopefully, probably there's gonna be some of them with the new update. Not quite sure about that, but and there will be these updates on release for this PC boss mode.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so, folks, it's time to share a little bit of news, some stuff to get you excited about, some stuff that, like I said, mark your calendar. Mark your calendar. So, something I can tell you, is this. You're not going to get an exact date for what I'm about to say, just so you guys know, but you're definitely going to want to hear this. We're going to announce the main release by the end of the summer. Okay, we're going to announce when that main release is going to be. All right, so you guys are all finally going to know when the full experience of Boss Fighter, when you can play whenever you want, right? No play times, nothing like that. The full game, the full release, multiple maps, builds, all this other awesome stuff, everything that we've done and experimented with, put in, it's all going to be in there. Okay, now the date, you're not going to know that, but you will have an answer around the end of the summer, okay? But obviously you're like, damn, I don't want to wait till the end of the summer. Like, what's happening before that? What's going on? Well, let me tell you this. Vadim, do you want to say it? Do you want to say these are two pretty big dates? Do you want to do it?
Yeah, okay. So you can name the date, and now I'm going to explain what you can expect by this date.
Okay. Here we go, folks. All right, the first date for a massive thing that you guys are all going to absolutely love is June 28th. June 28th. Tell them what's going down, Vadim.
All right, so this is going to be a massive update. So it is a continuation of what you've seen, but a few really big and really important features are coming to the build. And the goal of this test on June 28th, like end of June, is to test large-scale infrastructure. Basically, you will be able to play anywhere from the world. So we're going to open up servers for an extended period of time, so anyone can play the game from wherever you are. On top of that, a few massive features come in with this build. So we already started to publish the economy stuff. We talk about the showrunner contracts, the badges, how the crafting and merging mechanics work, and obviously we want to test this like in a battle scenario, basically with all you playing the game. So not only you can get an like updated interface, game access across all regions, but you also will be able to receive in-game rewards for playing battles and collect items as match rewards. And hopefully, we also gonna integrate the feature of like crafting and merging stuff in this upcoming build. So, and this is all relates for in-game items. And as you know, you can totally play the game without web-free element at all. So the foundational layer is just like play the game, get rewards, craft better stuff, equip on your character, get better, play the game, and continue. So this is what we want to test in this build by the end of the June. It's really massive update. It like goes with new interface, new mechanics. Like the items have the game perks that they affect different stats in the battle. Like all this kind of stuff like coming in this build. It's a whole lot of work.
Honestly, it's insane, folks. It's insane. June 28th. June 28th. June 28th. Your Web 3 experience is coming. Web 2 experience is coming. It's going to be amazing. But you know, you might be thinking like, man, okay, that's awesome. But what else could they do? What else could they possibly add? What else could they say and give us a date for that could possibly even get me remotely more hype than what they just said about June 28th? What could it be? What could it be? I don't know. I don't know, man. But I do know this. I do know this. What it is something happening on August 2nd. August 2nd. Vadim, let them know what's going down on August 2nd.
All right. So the next logical step in our like release plan. So we do this test, and hopefully it's going to be a successful test on June 28th. It's going to be an extended period of testing. We test all the stuff, we collect all the feedback, and we still be working on other features. So like the update that comes after this June update on August 2nd is the update that the goal of this update is to test the game economy, because we're not suicide maniacs. We don't want to launch the token, don't want to launch an economy without proper testing. So it's going to be an economy testing update, and we will open up the testing for everyone who owns our digital collectibles for an extended period of time, so we collect all the data necessary, so we can tweak the balance, and you will get rewards, so you will be able to interact with the game economy. We're like still figuring out like the proper way to implement the systems without launching the real token, because we don't want to like cause any FUD, any scams around. So there's not going to be a token at this time. Probably it's going to be some kind of a proxy point system, but in general, we want to test the full economy flow. Like when you start playing the game, you have your NFTs, you have the badges, you have the contracts, so you will be able to use them at this moment. You will be able to generate some kind of currency that then you use to craft new NFTs. And we're going to announce more about this test. So what kind of reward structure will be for this test, because obviously we want to reward our players who will help us to polish the game economy, to find the bugs, the exploits that might be there. So this is like a really, really important stage before we go live with the full like release and the token generation event and launch the full scale economy.
I told you, folks, big time. It is big, 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 baby, big. And again, the big thing about this, like one of the reasons we did this too, is like, yes, we need to test the economy, right? Make sure that everything's working and makes sense, right? And the flow is accurate, and it works for our community. But we also want to give you guys an opportunity, because we know the economy, like it's, no economy is simple, right? We've made it as simple as possible that we could, while providing a ton of value within it. But we want to give you guys an opportunity to, play with the economy, right? To check things out, right? You got to learn about cash. You got the BF token, the freaking, everything under the sun, right? The showrunner contracts, the stadiums, all that jazz. You know what I'm saying? And so you guys are going to have basically, maybe not dive into all of that, but you'll be able to get a full grasp and understanding on the economy. You're going to be hands-on with it during this. And the beautiful thing is, if you own a digital collectible, right? If you own one of our NFTs, you're going to get access during this time. And it's not a playtime window access. It is 24/7 access while the servers are up. 24, you can play constantly, nonstop. You can do anything you want to do. Anything you want to do. You can play it. Now, as far as the NFTs that you need. Now, Vadim, I want to clarify this too. Is it any digital collectible, or is it does it have to be a boss skin, a fighter skin? What gets you access into this?
Well, obviously you're gonna get access if you have our rowdies, if you have alpha skins, some boss skins. But I think like the exact list of the collectibles that give you access will be published a little bit later. But most of them, yeah, they will grant you access. So like we really need players who are have this vested interest in our like project game with those NFTs. So like it makes total sense to allow players who already own our NFTs to try the economy.
Absolutely, yeah. So guys, it's literally, the economy is just going to be. I mean, it's going to be massive, because like, if you understand what he's saying here, like the only people with assets, NFTs, and boss fighters are going to be able to test this economy. Like, you guys see what I'm saying there? Do you get what that means? It means it's going to be a massive influx of all of you going crazy on the economy, testing it out all at the same time, which is going to be incredible. And it's going to be, from a nerdy aspect, it's going to be really fun for us, to kind of track stats and like see what's going on, see what people are having success with, see what people are having difficulties with, see where people are thriving, see where they're not thriving. All sorts of fun, awesome stuff, man. It's incredible. It's incredible, and we're pumped up. We're pumped up about it. August 2nd. That's the date. Remember that. June 28th and August 2nd. Okay. Vadim, anything else you want to share along those lines with the build?
Yeah, maybe like a few things to add. So a lot of people are asking about the token generation event. So we're gonna tell you exact date a little bit later. So probably this will happen sometime this fall, after the economy test. And as I mentioned before, we want to reward players for testing the economy. So like most likely there's going to be some kind of a wipe, but not like the full wipe of all this, like, because it depends on the results of the testing. And it's still early to talk about this right now, but we really want our community to thrive. So like there's going to be some kind of rewards for the testing economy. Maybe you will be able to convert some of the items in the actual items. Maybe you will be able to convert some coins and the tokens later on. So we're going to announce this a little bit later. So we just want to really engage with the economy during this build. And also a few things about the stadiums. Actually, I don't know if we have updated the wiki page on stadiums just like right now, but there's going to be more news about the stadiums, and you will see more information on stadiums and how to get them a little bit later, like a little bit later in summer. So sometime in June, July, we're gonna start announcing how actually stadiums work. We're currently developing the system for them. It's like a very unique thing, and I can hint that it is for content creators. So if you're creating content, uh, keep doing this, and the stadiums will come, will come really useful for those folks who creating content. Maybe that's a good segue to our next topic, Rain.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done, Vadim. Well done. So, folks, we got to talk about it a little bit. Let's talk about the ongoing campaign right now. Our summer camp. It's pretty incredible, man. So, all of our content creators, you guys should already know about this. We've talked about it a lot. Obviously, there's a bunch of stuff that we need to go through, yada yada yada. But the gist is for summer camp, we're really giving you guys an awesome opportunity, and you don't have to be a partnered content creator, in our group. You don't have to. If you're just a content creator and you create a video, a post, anything that can have a number of organic views tracks, like a YouTube video, right? A Twitter video, Twitter post, Twitter thread, anything like that, you have the opportunity to earn some phenomenal rewards. All right. So there's a threshold. So if you look at it, basically the way it works is, for every couple thousand views or whatever on your video, you're going to get a contract, right? A showrunner contract. And we're doing rewards all the way from uncommon, common, rare, epic, legendary, and then, maybe a little bit more. I don't want to spoil it, but let's just say if you're in summer camp, you filled out the 2 links. If you still need the 2 links, let us know. We are in the middle of the campaign, about 14 days left. I got your back. All right. Join, get some content in immediately, and we'll make sure that we get you involved. Okay. The rewards are insane. And yes, Gazawi said it. I want to wait on it. Yes, but an epic stadium. If you don't know what an epic stadium is, it does a lot. But in short, man, epic stadiums create contracts, and contracts are extremely valuable. They are hands down one of the most, if not the most, valuable asset in boss fighters. And just to give like a little bit of context here, so we started airdropping contracts to people who've earned them within the past couple weeks. And the volume for the contracts, not a lot of people are selling them. And one person sold one. Last I looked was yesterday. One person sold an uncommon contract for 1,200 USD. 1,200 USD, which, in my opinion, I think that's a little bit low. I'd probably pay more for that. Obviously, not financial advice, but what I'm saying is, you can't even use the showrunner contracts yet, right? You can't even use them yet, and people are willing to spend that much money on a showrunner contract. So, with this opportunity, just to give you guys a taste of the value here, man, and that's an uncommon. Just to give you a taste of the value here, that's what you guys need to do, man. Get involved in summer camp, produce some awesome content talking about the boss fighters economy. We can get you hooked up with a wiki. I can even get you some assets, right? In the sense of, like images and our content creator package, these videos, everything like that. But you're going to see a lot of, big ballers in the Web3 content creator space that are going to be doing videos because they believe in the project. We have multiple guilds we're talking to too that they're going to get involved. So what I'm going to tell you guys right now, it was 12. I said 1,200. And so what I was saying is too, it's big things are coming, and get ready, man. Our community is it's already exploding daily, but it's going to continue to explode massively and rapidly. So if you want to get involved in summer camp, you got a little bit of time still to, put out some content. All you guys got to do, man, is honestly just reach out to me. Just reach out to me in general. Reach out to me in the creator chat. Don't DM me. Please don't DM me. I want to make sure I keep you guys safe, all that stuff. Reach out to me in general. I'll get you guys set up. And yeah, there's really no reason for you not to do it. And it's an awesome way for you to give yourself a huge advantage in the economy for everything that's coming. So there's going to be a lot of people pouring in pretty damn soon. So it's awesome. It's exciting. And I'm pumped up about it. Vadim, anything you wanted to add on that?
Yeah, just want to add that we kind of by doing the content and spreading it over the the X or YouTube, you're not only helping grow in your community if you're a content creator, but you also bring more attention to boss fighters. So that means more players will play the game. There's probably gonna be more like interest in those assets. So eventually, this is like the way we want to start the economy. So we want to really start big and grow bigger and bigger. So we still have time to grow, and that's what we're doing right now. And as you can see, like we are already 57,000, I think, on X. And there's gonna be more. Like season 2 is coming tomorrow, I think, with like new stuff. Actually, it's not gonna be like season 1. It's gonna be an enhanced season 2. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff in terms of content creation, and like keep an eye for those stadiums. These are like special treats for content creators. I'm sure you don't want to miss them.
I love it. I love it. And Vadim, while you were saying that, Alice just she leaked some alpha. She gave a little sneak peek. A little alpha. But for tomorrow, Bounty Quest Season 2, referrals are coming. And Bounty Quest Season 2. Look at Alice. See? To Alice, they're hard. I know they're hard, aren't they? They always find a way to they get you to spoil something. They get you to just share a little bit more. They're really good at it. They're really good. But yes, another big thing coming in hot. Vadim, do you want to talk about this at all? Bounty Quest Season 2?
Oh, I don't think I have all the information equipped, but I know that it's not going to be only referrals. There's going to be a little bit more. So daily rewards and all this stuff. So it's going to be pretty impressive.
It's going to be good, guys. Like basically, we took everything from season 1. Season 1 was, I mean, I don't even know how to put it. Insane, I guess. The rewards were out of this world. Like literally, they were out of this world. And so season 2, we're ramping it up, and it's going to be. You'll be able to reap the rewards even more from a whole heck of a lot of different opportunities. That's what I'll say. We're setting you guys up to where if you go all in with boss fighters and you continue to promote and ride or die with this project every single day, you're going to reap the benefits 100%. That is what I can guarantee for sure. So yes, referrals are coming. They're finally coming, man. And we know you guys are going to pop off and you're going to do really well. So we're super excited about that. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Okay. So we talked about the dates, June 28th, August 2nd. Don't forget it, folks. We talked about the build, how the test went, the data we got from the test. We talked about summer camp and all the awesome benefits you can get from creating content along those lines. And Alice gave us a little sneak peek about Bounty Quest Season 2, baby. So yeah, man, a lot of good stuff coming. I told y'all, man, it's summer season. And what I'm going to say is, I'm going to say this. There's going to be more, okay? There's going to be a lot more stuff. That's all I'm going to say. Maybe not technically, build related or whatever, right? But there's going to be unique, very fun, engaging, and exciting things happening throughout the summer, for the community, okay? The Boss Fighters community. It's BF season. It's here. It smells great. The sun's out. I can feel it beaming on me. And I'll tell you guys, this year you're probably gonna have the best summer of your life. That I can guarantee you. One, because I'm gonna make sure that it's extremely fun. I'm gonna make sure it's extremely exciting, and we're gonna have a lot of events and activations that you guys are gonna get lit for. That I can guarantee it. One last thing I'll say is, we know that you guys love competition. We know that you guys also love doing fun things, artistic, creative things together. And we also know that you guys love boss fighters. You also, might like some other things too. You know what I'm saying? You might like some other things too that lead into, different aspects of boss fighters. So, big stuff's coming. We're hyped. We're incredible. That's all the cryptic stuff I'm going to give you guys today. You guys can figure it out. You guys can try to read the lines and figure out what we're cooking up. But stay tuned, man. We're going to make sure you guys are locked and loaded and super, super entertained. Vadim, Alice has been answering all the questions today. She's done a phenomenal job. Alice, we love you. We appreciate you. Can everyone type in the chat and say thank you, Alice? I don't think you guys don't understand how hard Alice works.
Yeah. Please go ahead and type, please, thank you, Alice, because Alice is doing so much more work than than anyone can ever imagine. So like we're working really hard, guys, here.
I love it. I love it. Pour it in. Blow it up. Blow it up. Let her know. She's the unsung hero, man. She's always behind the scenes, but she's down in the trenches. I'll tell you. Look at that. Everybody's thanking her, and she's still answering questions. That's what I'm saying. She's a beast. She works. She is a machine, and she's also the thing that's awesome too. She's really sweet. She's very sweet and very kind. But like Vadim, see it. There's a very serious business side. It can get a little scary sometimes. Like, oh God, okay. Alice means business. I gotta lock in. And then once business is done, and it's like, oh wow, so sweet. She's so nice. This is great. But nah, dude, yeah, she is a wonderland. She's incredible. We're so grateful for her. And there's so many other people too, man, like Asenya, even Vadim. Vadim, like thank God he somehow has time to come up in these AMAs, these town halls, talk to you guys, because like I'm telling you what, I can't think of another project ever I've seen where the founder is this transparent and openly communicates their community consistently like this. So big round of applause for Vadim too. I'll do it. He's too humble, but I'll say it. We love Vadim, man. But all right, man. Vadim, any other final thoughts, words you want to say? I think short, sweet, to the point. Questions have been answered. We gave them all the dates, the good info, the good juice. I think we're good to close it out.
Maybe we can answer a few questions from the community. So maybe you can do like sort of a roll the dice and pick 3 questions,
all right,
something like that.
No, I'm down. All right, Alice, you're off the clock. Don't answer any more of them, Alice. We need them. I gotta find ones that haven't been answered. Okay, let's go. 3 rapid fire questions. 3 rapid fire questions in chat. Put them in chat. Rapid fire questions. Make them good. I'm gonna choose 3 of the best ones. I'm gonna give you guys like 30 seconds to type them. I know it takes a little while to type. But oh God, I always get so nervous. I know you get nervous. Oh, fuck yes. I love this question. Great question. Okay, Vadim, do you remember like in our town halls, like way back, we've always talked about, like the boss is really cool, right? The boss is awesome. The boss is, super unique. We love that's an alien. But someone, brought up one time, they were like, what if you could be, like a giant octopus, right? So you got to have multiple arms. Or what if there was a boss that was like I don't know, like a 4-armed monster looking thing or whatever the heck. So you don't have to answer this directly, of course, but is it still in the cards to potentially create new variants of bosses in the future?
Yeah, that's a great question. So it was the plan, and it still is the plan to allow you to craft your own bosses essentially. And we had all the like the UIs laid out for that. But after careful deliberation, we decided that we won't have enough time to complete this feature this year. So probably it's coming next year after the release, after the economy release, the preseason, all this kind of stuff. We're gonna get back to work on this because we would like to expand a little bit. Hopefully, we can raise a little bit more funding if we go really large and like really successful launch the project. So there is so many ideas. There are so many ideas that we still want to realize and add to the game, and this is one of them. So like the craft your own boss out of parts, essentially. Like, and you can not only be like a octopus, you can be like a clown with octopus arms. So like something like crazy shit, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so it's still in the cards, folks. All right, it's still in the cards. Don't worry. Yeah, but we know that it'll be sick. It'll come. Okay, Vadim. Really good question here. Here we go. Think carefully how you answer it. That's the warning I can get, because it's a good one, but we got to be careful here. So this one comes from Gazawi, our boy. We love you, Gazawi. Will boss fighters have another sale before the economy launch? And will it have a whitelist for ongoing rowdy holders, alpha skin holders, etc.?
Yes, there will be at least 2 sales, and maybe a little bit more, because we still need to saturate the community, saturate the players with those assets before we launch the full large-scale economy. So there's gonna be a sale, and one is coming pretty soon.
You hear that, folks? You hear that? Pack your bags. Get ready to go. We got a sale coming soon. He's very soon. Actually. And then people are going to be asking, what can I expect? What's going to be in the sale? What is it going to be? You'll see. Okay, guys. But I will say, you guys know how we operate. Again, make sure, what's the term here? Make sure you already own Boss Fighter assets. That's what I'll say. I can't say anything specific, but if you own an asset in Boss Fighters, you're always going to have an advantage and better experience as opposed to someone who doesn't have an asset in Boss Fighters. Okay, that's my little cryptic. That's my little cryptic advice. And one other thing, I'll give you guys a little. This is just a random thing in my head. But Vadim, do you know what NFTs I love in Boss Fighters the most? Which just get me so hyped.
What can it be? Tell me, Rain.
It is, for some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, I love the rowdies. I love the rowdies. I love them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get it. I get your point. Yeah, they are all unique, one-to-one. Not a single is repeated. All crafted, almost like handcrafted. Yeah, they're really cool. I know people want to know when they're gonna change their rarities. So just today we had this discussion with our team because we really swamped with all other different tasks, but finally this one is on the to-do list for the upcoming sprints. So probably it's gonna happen in 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I'm not gonna put my finger on the exact date, but I can assure you that it is in the pipeline and it's coming soon.
I love it. Okay, there's two more questions, Vadim. One of these I have to.
All right.
I have to ask. I have to ask this one because I think it is a very interesting concept. But it comes from Ferocis, and he asked, "Will bosses get rowdies of their own? So a rowdy collection of bosses."
Interesting question.
I know. That's
yeah. So actually, this if looking back at the creating a generative collection on Unreal Engine that is game ready, it was so much unnecessary effort that we did back then. And thinking about it right now, I would rather say, with the resources that we have right now, I don't think we can afford making a super unique generative collection of the sort of rowdies for the bosses. But we want to make a boss creator, boss crafting mechanic, basically, where you can put the body, put the arms, put the legs, and craft your own boss. So this is how we, and you can basically customize the boss the way you want. You can also change the skins on that. So this is how we envision it. So in that sense, it seems like rowdies, but even with more flexibility. So you can customize your boss. So we don't need to create 1,000 of those unique combinations of bosses. We would rather give you the tools to do this on your own.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's huge, and that's really good for us too. And I think that'll make the community happy. And one last thing. So this question too, I have to word it a little bit differently here, but Vadim, I think this one's really important. I think this one is really important, and so people are asking, right? Because we know with boss fighters, a big thing we want to let you guys know is we're building this game to consistently evolve, right? We consistently get better and have unique, different experiences every time, right? So that our game has a tremendous amount of longevity, and we're going to continue to develop it always, no matter what, into building something different, right? And that you guys love. And so one thing, and again, Vadim, obviously, not this year or anything like that, but in the cards, just let us know if it's in the cards. Are we still open to having almost like a creative mode or unique party style game modes?
Right. Very good question. So, again, like last year when we began expanding our team, this was on our radar. So and we always knew that eventually we're gonna have the mode, not only like the battle mode, but some kind of a creative mode where you can basically hang out with your friends and do some kind of funny stuff. So we want to do this, but it's not in production yet. It's not even like properly designed just yet because we really have to focus on like the immediate priorities to release the game, to launch the economy, so you can put to use all these digital collectibles that you have right now in the game. We want to launch the token, and we're gonna start after that. We can start expanding, and we have really great ideas, I think, that like a lot of you will appreciate once we get them like designed properly and start working on them. And this is one of them. Yeah.
It's huge, folks. It's huge. Like we said, we got you. Whatever the community wants, we'll make it happen. Okay? Whatever the community wants, we'll make it happen. You know, it might take time. It might take a lot of time. But regardless, we know. We know. Gazao, you're gonna ask that. I don't want to put that on Vadim. That's such a hard question that everyone asks us all the time. To be determined. To be determined is what I'll say. They asked planned exchange listing. Do you want to just say to be determined?
Yeah, I'm talking to exchanges. I'm talking to like exchanges and other partners in the Web3 space. All is going well right now, so it's still a little bit early to announce the exact dates and the exact listings. But yeah, I can assure you that it's going well. So there's gonna be hopefully some big exchange listings, and the time frame is somewhere somewhere this fall, so after summer. Yeah, the TG will happen and listing will happen after summer.
All right, you hear that, folks? There you go. You guys got another day. You guys always we come in here prepared with announcements we're gonna make for you guys. You guys always find a way. You find a way to milk just a little bit more juice out of us to get the good stuff. But you know what? We love you, so it's okay. We love you. It's okay. All right. It's been one heck of a space, guys. An amazing Town Hall AMA. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all so much. It's been one heck of a good time. Vadim, any final thoughts, words you want to share with the community before we close it out?
Yeah, I'm super excited for this upcoming builds. I'm really looking forward to seeing your reactions on the new build, new test, and like the enhanced PC boss mode. Finally restored and reworked all the mechanics that are coming in the new build. So I hope you're not getting bored like with this delay of the build, but we have plenty of stuff to do. So there's like this creator contest, summer camp. More stuff is incoming. Like we're gonna announce information about the stadiums and other stuff. Like we're gonna tease new maps, new mechanics. So there's still a lot to do in this community. Even the game is not available just now. But yeah, just wait a little bit longer, and we're gonna open it up.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. As always, man, stay lit, stay blessed, stay hype. You already know what I'm about to say, man. If you're a boss, keep on bossing on. If you're a fighter, keep on fighting. Until next time, folks, we will see y'all soon. Peace.